chill. It is sweeping through upstate New York here in late December. But we've got football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of... And we are underway in Buffalo. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Josh Palmer, the intended target. And it's second down. Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bills first down.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bills had 10-5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cook able to escape. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. Given 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
James Cook. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Allen, nifty footwork. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bills first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Jet sweep. Here's Shakir. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Allen. A dump off for Davis. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown Bills. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throw right, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 14. And an Eagle first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48, gain of just 1.
At his 48-yard line.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground, a running back.
T.J. Sanders. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Jackson to return. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And the Bills, first down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Allen now looks to throw. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The quick feet by Jackson. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Allen going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On is the punter, Johnston, now, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Brown goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This now a 3rd and 4. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Inside give to Davis. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Allen going to run with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down carry for Davis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebackers.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw now on the final play. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker III. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Seahawks win a barn burner, plenty of points to go around, but they come out on top. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the man who seems to roll out of bed and get a 1,000-yard season, Mike Evans. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Bucs get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And this is Michael Pittman Jr., one of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Colts hold on to win this one, 21-16 the final. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 41.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Davis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 17.
In motion left comes Brown.
And an Eagles first down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Eagles first down. A gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
12 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Eagles first down.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tank Bigsby with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's Davis on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 3rd down and 1.
Complete to number 86, Dalton Kincaid. 12 yards on the play.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle to Davis. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good for a Bills first down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Back at his 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And the Bills, first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now this time, Allen will throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 11.
To the air, Allen. Fighting to stay upright. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Josh Palmer.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Khalil Shakir.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And out now come the Eagles. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Devontae Smith. A gain of 9 yards.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 49-yard line.
In motion right is Brown. They hand off to their big tight end. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Hurts on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 47.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Unable. And a good step. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 15. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a first down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
in motion goes the tight end.
At the 25-yard line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now.
3rd and 8.
They go play action with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
That's another Eagles first down.
Back to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
He's back to throw.
At their 48-yard line.
The throw finding Dotson along the sideline. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Gets around him. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And it's caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
12 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here now, second and goal.
Some 4 yards. It's second down and goal.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. 97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
No gain on the play.
Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Now Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It's second down and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Philadelphia, they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.